Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bulls Central. I got a confession to make. This is going to stun a lot of people. There's going to be mass hysteria on the internet because of my admission of this. I hate Dark Souls, okay? I hate Dark Souls. I absolutely hate Dark Souls, and I always have. Now, I have played on the PS5 the Demon Souls remake, and I actually did like that, and I was like, okay, so maybe there's a version of this formula that does suit me, because the first two Dark Souls games, they really don't. And I'll explain why. However, comes across this holiday season, I get some Christmas money, and I decide to go to one of these sales for the Xbox. I got an Xbox Series X here, and I decide to get Elden Ring because I've heard so many great things about it, and I'm like, begrudgingly, maybe this one will finally do it for me. So let me explain why I hate Dark Souls. Now, as you know, probably, the Souls series, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, all of these, right? Dark Demon Souls. They're really hard. They're really hard. They are atrociously difficult games, notoriously so. That's part of the fabric of what they are. They're meant to be difficult because there are gamers, maybe even most gamers, and prefer a challenge, like a real challenge. Because let me tell you, you come up against something really difficult in a game like Elden Ring here, and you try and you try and you die and you die, and then you finally manage to figure out the right formula for killing the fucking thing, and you do it, and you feel so accomplished, and you feel so much joy, and you feel so much belief in yourself, and it's a wonderful feeling. But the difficulty level, it always sucked me right out of the experience. And it's not that I'm a bad gamer. I'm an average gamer, okay? I have frustration difficulties. I think it stems from my mental illness. Not to not to throw that at people's faces, but I have frustration issues. I get rage induced when a game really sticks it to me again and again and again, and I can't make any headroom. So much so, when I was a kid, I used to throw controllers at the screen. Now, we had big box CRT TVs, and they didn't break. If I threw a controller at the screen right now, it would shatter my screen. That's what would happen. But I don't do that anymore, and I tend to try to avoid games that do make me that frustrated. But Elden Ring is different. Elden Ring is different. The first time that I managed to destroy a boss, I finally got the formula. I finally understood. Yeah, this is really fulfilling. This is actually a this is actually a very joyful thing that I'm experiencing, because I feel like a badass, but I feel like I earned being a badass. And Elden Ring is so wonderful because it's so expansive and there's so many secrets. I mean, you don't even understand if you haven't played it. Like, take a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild and all the cool things there are to see. Multiply it by 10. Multiply it by 20. There's so much to do and see in this game. It's kind of overwhelming, but in an amazing way. And it's beautiful to look at. It's beautiful to play. At first, I felt like the character's just like Dark Souls. My main character, my playable, it's sluggish. I can't move. I can't fight. I can't win. But you get it eventually. You keep at it, and you get it, and you get better at it, and you love it. And I'm addicted to it. I'm straight up addicted to this game now. I only bought it like a week and a half ago, and I can't stop playing it. I kept telling my wife, I hate this game. I hate this game, and I want to rage quit, and I hate this game. And she's like, yeah, right, you love it. Don't even pretend, because you think about it all the time when you're not playing it. Now I'm sounding kind of sad. And it's the first thing you do when you get time to play. You go straight to the Elden Ring. So, you know what? I gotta give it up for Elden Ring here, and it might even inspire me to go back to some of the other Souls games. You know, it's such a beautiful world. It's such a it's yeah, it's hard. But life's hard. You know, and gosh, I can't think of a more engrossing, wonderful experience in a video game. Not quite like this. It's a unique thing. You know, and there's multiplayer components that are very, very unique to this series. I gotta admit, I went from hatred. I went from hatred to admiration. I love Elden Ring. I know almost a year old or whatever, but God, what a game! Hey everybody, do me a favor. This is my latest novel, Resurrection Mixtape. You should buy it because it's awesome and it's on Amazon and it's wonderful. It's about music and horror, and there's some levity in it. It's actually a very, very funny book, and there's, you know, romantic elements it's so good. I don't even want to explain it to you. I'm spent. That was that was a thing. We did a thing. We did a thing together. You feel it? You feel that? Yeah. Yeah, I feel it too.